The Heritage Project. Take one. Action.
My name is Mark Clinton.
Tima Diallo.
Mamoudou Diallo. Echo KK.
Makivere.
Lifola. In Paris.
Dotu Abeshim BOK.
Can you introduce yourself, so your name, where you're from, and what you do?
It's a deep question. So I'm Dane Isaac. I'm from Grenada.
Trinidadian and Jamaican.
Kenyan.
Nigeria. I am a model / wardrobe stylist.
When I think of heritage, I think of lineage, and I think of the line that the people that before me have drawn to get me to this point. So when I think of my current place, where I am in my life, I know that it's the people that came before me and my family that came before me and supported me to get me to this point.
When I think about heritage, I think about the blood memories that I've inherited from my ancestors. I'm from multiple tribes, so my ancestors were Kikuyu, they were Oromo, they were Maasai. They were nomads who made the journey from Ethiopia to the highlands of Kenya. I'm a very diasporic person. This is Maasai jewelry from my tribe that I'm wearing right now.
I grew up in Lagos, Nigeria, and I came to New York when I was 19. So moving from Lagos to New York was kind of like, at first it was kind of like a culture shock in a way. When I hear the word heritage, I think about culture. I think about my grandfather. Because growing up as a kid, I saw my grandfather play the traditional musical instrument, the talking drum in Nigeria. So that's kind of like been a memory that's been in my life all through the years, and I've sort of kind of carried that heritage or legacy into my life.
To think of my work as an extension of myself, so when I get inspiration and think about new projects, I kind of pull from my different experiences, whether it's growing up in London or it's how I view Nigeria and how I want to represent Nigeria. I kind of pull from those places.
When I think about my legacy and heritage and everything my ancestors have been through, I think about the hard workers. I look at my grandparents, for example, and everything they've done from farming to granddad left the country for most of his life to work in London and had to do that and be away from his family, through their adult life or childhood. And I think one thing that I definitely took from a lot of stories that I was told was we have to work hard. We don't have everything handed to us in this life, and you have to work diligent and hard to get it.
Heritage to me means carrying on tradition, and I definitely just want to be known for making Africa dope, making the concept of tradition and contemporary lifestyle everlast, and just being a proud young black entrepreneur.
I'm enjoying the fact that Nigerian culture is at where it's at right now, because for the longest, people kind of made fun of us in how we were booty scratchers or whatever, and I think it's really interesting now to see how everyone's embracing the black culture and the African culture and the heritage and where we're from.
Born here, so I wasn't raised in Africa, but I still have that Kenyan in me. I don't see myself as anything else but Kenyan, so I wear that as my identity.
Being an African has a lot of influence in the music I make. So I call my sound Yoruba Tech Soul. So Yoruba Tech Soul is also like the name of the album I'm working on. So Yoruba Tech Soul is a fusion of traditional sounds and electronic music with jazz. So I like to fuse my culture to the music I make. So coming from a traditional sound to a more contemporary electronic music sound and fusing that together to create something new.
I do a musical style called Afro Beats. It's like a melange of, I guess you could say African sounds, contemporary sounds, electronic, hip hop. And I think as young Africans that are living abroad in countries like Europe and America, we want to hold on to some of our essence from back home. So we do it through music, through art, through fashion. And my music is really like a celebration of life.
Oh, so we have a daughter. She's about to be 2 in a couple of months. Actually, our anniversary is a couple of days before her birthday.
My daughter's name is Noura Diallo, Noura Iman Diallo. I picked Noura. Noura means light. And she picked Iman. Iman means faith. I want her to grow up and see loving parents, to grow up seeing transparent parents.
And it's very important for me to portray the strong mother role and just show her that you can be more than just a Black, Muslim, African woman. You can defeat all of that and become an entrepreneur. You can do whatever you feel that you want to do, and you can be the best at it despite what people may think.
I want to be remembered for being the happiest person that ever was, being so lively. I think these are important because as a Black person, it's kind of things that we don't really get remembered for. What do you want to be remembered for?
I want to be remembered as a woman who helped other women empower themselves to act up, and show out for themselves always in all ways.
I want to be remembered for my generosity to people in the world are not as privileged in a way, and the little I can do to like help another person, like lend an helping hand to like better them in a way. That's what I want to be remembered for.
I want to be remembered as a person who worked every day to become their best selves so they can give their best selves to other people.
I want to be remembered for elevating the heart consciousness of everybody I interacted with. I want to be remembered for living and loving unapologetically and intentionally and setting an example for others to do the same.
One thing I definitely learned from this day and age and where we are right now in life is that we all strive so hard to be exclusive that we separate ourselves from the greater good. I want to be remembered for bringing people together through my work and having that conversation.
A lot of people from my country, they don't really see themselves as anything but the norm, basically. And I want to be remembered for defying the norm and being more than what everyone else thinks that we should be.
You know, Africans have a very important time right now to really showcase our impact on the world, and we've been, I feel like the world's been misinformed of who we are and our identity and where we come from. So as an African, as a very proud African, I want to be remembered for helping tell that story.
What do you want to be remembered for?
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 What do you want to be remembered for? What do you want to be remembered for?